As I said previously, it is my opinion that every meditator should do a certain amount of shadow work. And if the word should is too strong there, let's just say that every meditator will benefit, a little or a lot, will benefit from doing a certain amount of shadow work. In this video number 3, we're not talking about it anymore, but that's an important first step. We're not talking with it, which is the important second step. Now we move to talking as the shadow. Now this requires that you use all your good meditation skills of concentration, the right energetic effort. Again, effort is a tricky word, but the right energy, your mindfulness, your concentration, and your energy to stay with the process, to stay with the energy. So these are all meditative skills that we're bringing out of meditation into shadow work. And we don't see and dialogue with that dissonant energy, but now we flip the script and we become that dissonant energy. Okay? Now this only works when you do that dialogue part and there starts to be, the dissonance starts to become a little bit resonance. Then you flip the script. You actually become the shadow. And from here, and this is where the imagery is really important, from here you see yourself as the other. And then you dialogue with yourself. As shadow, you dialogue with yourself. Does it make sense? So first we spoke about the dissonant energy. What is it? It was this person, that situation that came up, and it's kind of, there's a residual energy with me, so we spoke about it. Then we started to speak with it, and that should actually start to kind of bring it a little bit closer, a little bit more manageable. We slowly start to be able to stay with that energy and listen to it. Now from there, we flip and we become that energy. We become the person I'm having a difficult time with in our mind, in our imagery, mind, body, I shouldn't say just the mind, nervous system, everything. And we actually, it's an imagery exercise. We take that first person perspective of the other and we begin to speak to ourselves as the other. So the other becomes me, I become the other. And then I, with skillful imagery, I ask the same 3 questions, but back to myself. So I see myself asking the shadow, number 1, why are you here? Stop and just let yourself answer that question naturally. Whatever comes up is whatever comes up. It doesn't really matter. Whatever arises is what it is. If no answer comes up, that's also fine. Just stay with the energy of that. That's question number 1. Question number 2, I see myself asking me as shadow. I see myself asking me, what do I need to learn? And then, okay, so I teach, I offer, I give my advice. Finally, Miles is listening to me, so I'm going to let myself speak freely and give the advice to Miles over there in my mind, the image of Miles over there. Third question that I see myself asking me as shadow, is there anything else? And I just kind of drop in and let anything else that comes up naturally, I let it come up. That's the process. The final step, and that could take, again, you could do this for 5 minutes. Could just be a couple of minutes, could be 5 minutes, could be 15 minutes. Doesn't really matter. But stay with the image. Stay with the image of that switching roles with the shadow. You as shadow, seeing yourself. Use your meditative skills to hold that image, to stay there, to stabilize it, and then let the dialogue happen. Why are you here? Myself asking me as shadow. What do I need to learn? Myself asking me as shadow. Is there anything else? Myself asking me as shadow. Giving space for each one of those questions for an answer to naturally come out. Maybe take a moment, reflect. Wow, that was bloody interesting. Okay, and reflect. Final move, gratitude. Show gratitude to the self, to yourself, to the shadow. And then let go, and once again, take a few minutes, 5 minutes, to drop into choiceless awareness meditation. Sit for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Finish your meditation. Then, if you like, start taking notes or do some reflection. As part of your reflection, kind of reflect, how has this helped me to become more whole? How has this helped me to reconnect the disconnected parts of myself? How has this helped me to re-own the disowned aspects of myself? How has this helped me to heal? How has this helped me to become more whole? And may these two practices of shadow work and meditation practice lead you forward, forever and always forward, in an integration of development on your path of meditation and shadow work.